The year was 535 AD. Across the Italian peninsula, ghosts stirred. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we unravel the secrets of ancient mysteries, not literal spectres, but the lingering memory of Rome. The Roman Empire, once a titan bestriding the world, was now a fractured memory. In its place, a patchwork of kingdoms. In the east, the Byzantine Empire, heirs to Constantine, held fast to the dream of Roman glory. But Italy, the heart of the old empire, was under the rule of the Ostrogoths. These were no savage barbarians. The Ostrogoths, under Theodoric the Great, had forged a kingdom of surprising sophistication. Roman law and administration endured, a fragile peace holding back the tides of chaos. Yet the Ostrogoths were wary newcomers, always aware of the whispers in the shadows. Whispers of a resurgent East, of emperors dreaming of reclaiming their lost lands. Tension crackled in the air, a storm brewing on the horizon. This was the Italy Belisarius inherited, a land of faded grandeur and simmering resentment. He was a general unlike any other, a man born into an empire on the brink, yet destined to briefly claw back the glory of old Rome. His emperor Justinian dreamed of restoring the empire to its former glory, and Belisarius, his most trusted general, was the instrument of that dream. The stage was set for a clash of empires, a conflict that would decide the fate of Italy for generations to come. The relationship between the Byzantines and the Ostrogoths was one of uneasy coexistence. The Goths, once nomadic warriors who had carved their way through the Roman Empire, were now settling into the role of rulers. They adopted Roman customs, laws, and even employed Roman administrators. Yet suspicion lingered on both sides. To the Byzantines, the Goths were usurpers, sitting on land that rightfully belonged to the Roman emperor in Constantinople. For their part, the Goths were acutely aware of the Byzantine gaze upon them. They knew that Constantinople had never truly accepted their rule in Italy. The assassination of Amalasuntha, the Ostrogothic queen, who had favoured closer ties with Constantinople, provided the perfect excuse. Emperor Justinian, a man of ambition and piety, saw his chance. He declared war, cloaking his territorial ambitions in the language of righteous vengeance for a murdered queen. The Byzantine invasion of Italy was not a sudden onslaught, but a slow, grinding affair. It began in the south, where Belisarius, with a relatively small but highly disciplined army, landed in Sicily. The island fell quickly. The Byzantine army, a well-oiled machine compared to the local Gothic garrisons. From there, Belisarius crossed to the mainland, his eyes on the ultimate prize, Rome itself. The Goths, initially disunited and complacent, were now stirring, a slumbering giant awakened by the Byzantine threat. The stage was set for one of the most consequential wars in European history. Flavius Belisarius. The name itself became legend. Born into humble origins in the Balkans, he rose through the ranks of the Byzantine army through sheer talent and determination. He was a master of logistics, able to keep his army supplied even on long campaigns. He understood the importance of discipline and training, drilling his troops relentlessly until they were a force to be reckoned with. But Belisarius was more than just a skilled tactician. He possessed a keen strategic mind, able to anticipate his enemies' moves and outmaneuver them. He understood the psychological aspect of warfare, using propaganda and displays of power to undermine enemy morale. He was known for his courage, often leading his troops from the front and inspiring them to feats of valor. In an age of crumbling empires and fading glory, Belisarius embodied the martial virtues of a bygone era. He was, in many ways, the last true Roman general. His arrival in Italy sent shockwaves through the Gothic kingdom. Here was no mere raiding party, but a well-equipped army led by a general of renown. Belisarius was a master of combined arms warfare, utilizing infantry, cavalry, and archers in concert to devastating effect. He was also a master of siegecraft, able to reduce even the most formidable fortifications. The Goths, used to fighting against undisciplined barbarian hordes, were ill-prepared for the disciplined might of the Byzantine army. They would soon learn to fear the name of Belisarius. The siege of Rome in 537 AD was a pivotal moment in the Gothic War. For Belisarius, capturing the ancient capital of the Roman Empire held immense symbolic importance. Rome was not just a city, it was the embodiment of Roman power and legacy. To capture it would be to strike a blow at the very heart of the Gothic kingdom. The Goths, for their part, were determined to defend their prize. They amassed a large army under their king Vitiges and prepared for a lengthy siege. The siege was a grueling test of endurance for both sides. The Goths, despite being outnumbered, held the advantage of defense. They had fortified the city walls and were able to rain down arrows and javelins upon the besieging Byzantine army. Belisarius, however, was a master of siege warfare. He ordered his engineers to construct siege towers and battering rams, slowly but surely advancing towards the city walls. He also cut off the city's aqueducts, hoping to starve the defenders into submission. Inside the city, the situation grew desperate. Food and water were running low, and the morale of the citizens was plummeting. Vitiges, realizing the precariousness of his position, attempted to break the siege, launching a series of desperate attacks against the Byzantine lines. Belisarius, however, was ready for them. His troops, well-trained and disciplined, repulsed every attack, inflicting heavy casualties on the Goths. The siege dragged on for months, a brutal stalemate that tested the limits of both armies. Imagine a world where the siege of Rome in 537 AD ended differently. In this alternate history, the Byzantine Empire failed to reclaim Italy, leading to a prolonged period of Gothic rule. This seismic shift would have altered the cultural and political landscape of Europe in profound ways. Without the Byzantine reconquest, the Renaissance, that great flowering of art and knowledge, might have been delayed. The spread of Byzantine influence in Western Europe would have been significantly reduced, severing the cultural and intellectual exchanges that fueled so much progress. Western Christianity would have faced a different path. The Gothic Arianism, a branch of Christianity distinct from Roman Catholicism, could have gained prominence, reshaping religious doctrines and practices across the continent. The power dynamics in Europe would have shifted, leading to a vastly different trajectory in the formation of modern European states. As we ponder these what-ifs, we realize how the threads of history are woven together, each event influencing the next. The fall of Rome was not just an end, but a pivot point, a moment where history could have taken a very different course. Pause for effect. And so, we return to our present with a deeper appreciation of the past and the myriad possibilities that lay within it. The story of Rome and its enduring legacy continues to fascinate and inspire, reminding us that history is never set in stone. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries and thrilling adventures into the past.